this is your box. Nice illustration on the outside. Instruction manual. Very well form fitted into the little plastic bed. Yeah, look at that. Super tight fit. Nothing underneath. And yeah, that's it. Battery tester. Got a decent sized manual. The manual looks to be simple. I'm gonna have to get into it. Enhanced flood battery, glass mat battery, gel battery. So you got your different kinds of batteries. Button functions. Alright, I'm gonna just probably have to do that one-handed, but anyway, I'll kind of hook this up to a battery and see what it do. So, just something I thought I would mention. There's this little peg here, and there's this little insert on the inside. See that? Got a little bit extra jaw action compared to what's normally going on. So I'm gonna just get us a clamp here. It lit up right away, all kinds of colors. Yeah, gel batteries, CC cold cranking amps. This is pretty cool. It's got a little meter. Let's see. Type. It's not able to focus gel. There we go. So I'm gonna hit type. This is a gel battery. It's weird. It got it right. Yeah, battery type was right. Then there's a button that says test. AHSTD. I didn't read anything yet, so escape. That was just like return. Let's hit test. Okay, 3.53 internal resistance. SOH 100%. I think looks like we're good, and it's a fully charged battery at that. Oh, you know what? I am connected to a battery tester, battery tender, not name brand, but anyway, a battery conditioner just to make sure it's full. So let me turn that off. All right, I just disconnected it, and nothing's pretty much moved. But I did do the test while it was connected, so. Press test again. Alright, not do anything. Hit type. Gel. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it looks like the exact same setup as before. Let's see what this is. DSTD. Yeah, you can toggle through all these different things. I'm not sure what that means, but let's see. That's pretty much the gist of it. I read the whole manual, and there's really not much explanation, but you can kind of see what's going on. You got your battery type, so that's going to go across this bottom row. AGM. I thought my battery was gel, but I paid attention to the top of the battery, and it is in AGM technology, so AGM. Then you get there, you'll just press test. It'll start doing a test, and it says do. It's odd. So your battery health comes back on this left side right here. Superb for this one. The IR is a 5.0, I guess. SOH, they don't give you an explanation of some of these little acronyms, and I'm not 100%. Somebody's more into this will be able to answer those questions. I don't know, but anyway, I know you can hit this DSTD, and it changes this thing here. So like right now it's on cold cranking amp CCA. I don't know what the other ones are, but it's amp hours, I guess, right there. EN, I don't know, SAE, you know, I don't know what these do, but I know CCA. If you turn it off, that's where it comes back in at as SCA. I'm sorry. Power it up again, and it's going to come back to CCA. So, like I said, you can press type to gel in other batteries if you got a standard or whatever. You can press test to start a test. You can press let's say if we started, you can press up and down for right now, and it just changes this EDC. I don't know what that means exactly, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna hit this do. I'm gonna run a test. All right, and then I got my internal resistance a little bit less than it was before. And you can push down. Now you got voltage, and then SOC, and then EDC right here, 517, and IR. So volt, and you see my voltage meter is low, so 11 volts, but I'm a little bit low on that battery meter, but everything else is high. And then of course the rating of the battery, superb. So that's that. If you press this little SDT thing, STD, you change this. I don't know what that does. Might have to do some research outside of this, but for my purposes, it's gonna do it. So if I press this escape button, it does nothing right now. But if you press test, I guess if you hit escape, see, yeah, it goes back. So I don't know exactly what's the usefulness of that, because you can do the same thing. But yeah, it's going to be cool for me to do battery tests without knowing a whole lot of stuff. I can just plug this up to anybody's battery. I do a lot of stuff with a whole bunch of vehicles that I work with, and it'll be good to have this so it's like no guesswork on figuring out if a battery's got, you know, bad cells or whatever. It just kind of answers the questions. I do want to hook it up to a bad one though. I do have one. It's just dark outside. I don't feel like dealing with it. It's cold too. But anyway, looks good for now. Thanks for watching.
My daughter's been getting a warning light on her Volvo that her battery is not doing well. So I've got this battery tester, and I was just going to show how it works. And the battery is relatively new, and so it should not be doing this. So I grabbed the cold cranking amps from, which is under the wire, but you can't see it, but it's 760. And you can also see that it's an AGM. So I changed the type to be AGM, set it to 760, and I press test, and it comes back with this answer.
Okay, so I have an older battery, 750 cold cranking amps, that I'm going to test this battery chart tester with. I've got it set to standard battery, cold cranking amps of 750 amps, and I'm going to press test. And it's going to do its thing. Looks like it's time to charge, refresh, or replace this battery. That was pretty fast.